Hey, good morning. It's Guillermo Mate. Thank you so much for coming out and watching this video log. I appreciate you coming out and taking this time. As always, it's always amazing that I hear from you and your support matters so I can keep these videos coming to you daily. So if you've been enjoying these videos, if you've been enjoying the content, definitely make sure to hit the thumbs up for me and drop me a comment down below, a hello, something, a happy Friday, something. I want to hear from you. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Now, I know a lot of us want to go ahead and we want to get ranked on the first pages of Google. Yeah, I know, even my own clients, and I'm sure your clients too. Everyone wants to be on the first pages of Google. But sometimes in Google land, that could be very, very competitive. And when things get competitive, we start to drift toward other areas, okay? Now I'm going to let you into an area that not a lot of people are talking about right now because everybody wants you to be first pages of Google, right? How about first pages within the image search module? Okay, now let me just step back a little bit, all right? Because everybody is going to Google to do their searches. How about the people who are all visual, that just visually want to see images, right? I got some data that I want to share with you in this video. So if you allow me a couple of seconds, I'm going to break this all down for you right now. I know you're looking at this screenshot right here. What is this all about? This is basically going to give you an overall perspective on what the average user is what their intents are when they're doing the searches. Okay, so you see here looking for a style, for example, right? You got your input and then you got the output. So the intent is basically the psychological frame of thought. What is it that they're thinking from an intentional perspective? What are their intent? So then you got here looking for a specific type of product, okay? And then that type of product is obviously white sneakers. And then you get a bunch of images, right? And then you got someone who is ready to buy, and then their input is Adidas Originals white. All right. So that's someone who is clearly looking to buy those Adidas Originals in all white, the shell tops. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're probably older than me. I don't know. So a majority of the time, what people are doing is they're taking these intentional searches and they're taking them to Google image search. Okay. So now I want to share another screenshot with you because I have a bunch of other screenshots I want to share with you before I get into my little facts here. Um, like think about, like, for example, this is a good one here, right? Local, right? The beautiful thing about Google is that, like, you could be out in Denver, you could be out in Oregon, you could be out in maybe San Diego, maybe Queens, New York, somewhere. You run a search and you get local data, right? That's the beautiful thing about Google. It's freaking huge. It's huge, right? So if I want flowers, right, and I'm in Miami, right? I'm like in Miami and I want flowers. Google is going to serve me those searches. They're not going to give me all this mess from like Pakistan and Egypt. No, it doesn't work like that. They're going to give me data based on where I'm at within my geographic area. So thinking again from a visual perspective, there are people out there that will prefer to see these visually. They want to see the images before they can do anything else. You guys follow me. You get my drift by now. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some facts that I've collected here. Now, these are just some facts that I've pulled from just my little research that I've done. So you can see here 90% of information transmitted, 90% of information transmitted to the human brain is visual. That's MIT. That's MIT research, okay? The human brains can identify images seen for as little as 13 milliseconds. The image recognition market will grow to 25.65 billion by 2019. So you guys get my drift here, right? When things get hard in the Google searches, what you can do is just go right to the image search with it, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, gee, how do you do this? Like, how do I get on the right? I'm going to help you out. There's a bunch of, you could go to wordpress.org /plugins /image SEO. And there's a bunch of plugins. This is just one of them. where they focus, and you can see it here, optimize media file names, alt tags using artificial intelligence. Our SEO plugin grows your research traffic through images and photo. That's it. You just need a simple plugin, and you can go to wordpress.org/plugins and just put in a little search for image SEO. And that's what you can do. And you can do this for even for your own prospects, right? So let's say you want to sell, like, let's say, for example, I just showed you this flower, the flower images and all that stuff, right? Let's say we want to take over that flower search for maybe a specific town in Oregon, right? I could literally create a blog flooded with images using one of these plugins, rename them for that specific town in Oregon, and I promise you, I'm going to pop up every time. I don't want you guys to think I'm messing around here. Look, I'm going to go to Google, right? And I'm going to just type in my name. I'm going to type in my name. Come on. Guillermo Mata. How many people in the world have that name? Probably some person out in South America or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and type in Guillermo Mata. And then I'm going to go into images, right? I'm going to pop up, right? There you go. You see me there. You see my face a couple of times here, here. I don't know there's other guys, but that's not me. But you get my point. So you can do the same exact thing. The only reason why I'm popping up is because those images have my name on it. Like when I uploaded them to my site, they all have my name, guillermomata.png. So again, when things get hard at the search engines, you can definitely go ahead and compete within Google image search, and you can do the same thing for Bing, Yahoo, and all of that as well. So I just wanted to share this with you really quick. I thought it'd be valuable to share with you because a lot of the times we're all focused on the search engines and everybody wants to be in the first pages of Google, but again, people are not, and especially in the digital world, a lot of these gurus, they want you to go and yeah, be first pages of Google. Here's how they did it, but there's a lot of little hidden stuff that these guys don't talk about. So moving away from that, like from my genuine perspective, if you really want to get on the first pages of Google for your clients or even yourself, maybe you want to set up a site and sell that site to a specific prospect. Maybe you want to give it away just to give them leads and send them traffic. Again, what you can do is you set up a WordPress site, you get one of those plugins, make sure that every time you upload an image, it has that specific, the town name, okay, or the specific service. Maybe if it's flowers in Indiana, Flower Shop Indiana, give it that name so you can pop up in the search engine. You can sell that site to a potential prospect or even your current clients. You can do the same thing. You get my drift. It's super easy. It doesn't need to be complex. I promise you, it does not need to be complex as some of these gurus make it seem. So with that being said, I hope you got value out of this video. This is video vlog number 1. Make sure to hit that thumbs up for me if you got value out of this video and drop me a comment down below. I'm Guillermo Mata. I will speak to you this afternoon. Take care.